around here due to the sun, but this is the picture here when we first bought the farm, when I did 22 years ago. So that's standing here at the same spot. There'd been a little bit of a junkyard, abandoned farm, a junk collection for quite some time. Turn again here so you can get the sunlight on it a little better. So, yeah, the old abandoned farm. And of course, they had a thrashing machine sitting here at the end of the driveway. So that's this same view here. It's also kind of interesting. I got the wild idea to build this rock wall too here. So when you're in the country, you basically do what you want, you know, but it took me just a small hobby, whatever, 10 years or so. But as you can see in this photo, there are no rocks over there, but it's kind of funny. Some of the locals around have tried telling me that the guy before I bought the place built that wall. It's like, kind of funny, but whatever. Guy didn't really do any of that kind of stuff. The place was a junkyard when I bought it, but that's about the cheapest way you can get an acreage. Buy it with a ton of junk on it, and it's really not all that hard to clean up. The majority of these rocks all came from within a mile, between 1 and 5 miles of the property here. Just some of the local farmers are generally happy to get rid of rocks if you ask them. So you can see the corn crib building there. That's this corn crib building here. Trees really change a lot too. A lot of them have fallen down in the different windstorms, and I really get a kick out of this. My garden shed over here though. See all the junk there in the yard. Farm sold at auction, and there's a lot of different items in the yard here too that all sold, but one of which was a dump truck full of garbage, and the guy went and dumped all the garbage in the yard. He figured I'd be tearing the house down, but there was one more pile of stuff that I was able to clean up. But course, the house is getting kind of still 100+ year old house, and it's definitely been a fun place to live though. Tied a log chain to those tall arborvitae, hooked it to my friend's Chevy Tahoe, and sat there yanking and yanking and yanking, and pulled out the roots and everything. There's one more photo out this way at the windmill. Or there's a barn back there and a couple silos. So it was all in pretty bad shape, so we had to tear all that down back there. Windmill, of course, is still here. Different cat than that back then, 22 years ago. Windmill and the silos. You still see the windmill and the silos, but silo is a patio now. Let's go back up this white shed. I guess excuse me. So I suppose this is where about the same shot, about where that garbage is all dumped. Putting in this little pond and waterfall. But yeah, that is a nice, fairly cheap way of getting onto an acreage. Like I say, back in, well, it was 2001, December, there at they had the auction for this place. A lot of maintenance involved, but basically just a matter of turning it into a hobby. And if it's a huge chore, it is easy to let the land swallow you up, go back into big huge mess like out here, but try to keep some areas nice and groomed, and some areas you just have to let go. But there's the abandoned farm tour. Been living here over 22 years now, so someday when we grow up, maybe we'll build a house.